Well, you know, a lot of people are going to assess the game on the last maybe shot, and it was a culmination of the entire game. We lacked toughness on the glass. We gave up 10 offensive rebounds in the first half, 26 for the game. And when you're playing a team that is not really known for three-point shooting, although they made some today, that's not my biggest concern. It's the fact, obviously, Precious had a tremendous game, 43 points, and a player that needed to feel a little bit more pressure. But what happened is they got offensive rebounds and second chance opportunities. They scored 26 points on second chance points. That's too many. We gave up 80 points on a lack of toughness on the defensive and rebounding end. And it's unfortunate because we jumped, it was either 12 or 14 we got up in the second half, and we're unable to put them away. And what happened is, if you don't put them away in that kind of situation, and they cut it to 10 then, and we were stuck on it 51 or 53 forever, it appeared, that you give the other team confidence. And Precious decided, hey, I'm going to take over this game. And all we did was give her confidence. We were asking for the foul at the end of regulation, trying to get a foul. Kids didn't hear us. She makes a fall down three, goes in. I mean, that's hard to do. She does, goes to overtime. We keep fighting, we make a big play. I still feel good. I feel good going into the second overtime. No one's in real foul trouble, but we missed layups. We had a turnover. Sadie traveled right near the end when we could have tied the game. That's not why we lost, but we had plenty of opportunities, and we didn't take advantage of it. But we let them back in the game. And I'm not going to take anything away from Mercer. Give them credit. They're coming on the road on the Thanksgiving weekend to play us in Carbondale, and they came in here with a 3-1 record. We're in a tight game, their last game in Tennessee, and they jumped on the back of Precious and let her go to work. 24, their freshman, I thought was fantastic as well. Very good off the bounce. We tried to stay in. I thought we forced them to take some tough shots, but we gave up second chance opportunities. So I told our team, listen, we have to find 5 people right now that are willing to defend and rebound, worry less about their own offensive scoring. It wasn't scoring. I mean, we scored points. We scored points, but we gave up far too many, and we lacked toughness on the glass. They went to a zone. They started trapping a little bit. That caused us a little bit of problem, but we were unable to run because we weren't rebounding. We are best in the open court. When Jackie Kemp can get the ball and go in the open court, she had 10 assists on 10 points, pretty decent double-double, but not enough. And we're better, and that's where Sadie got her points in the first half, running in transition, trying to get up the floor. We were unable to run because we were unable to rebound. So we did. We became very stagnant. Then they went to a zone. We became even more stagnant. Missed open shots outside. I thought we got really good looks. Ball was halfway down. Thought when Erin Nelson made that 3 to put us up, that we had it was a long time of coming. She made that baseline 3 that was very good execution. Thought that might have been enough, but only to go on the other end, get deep baseline, pull up jump shot, offensive rebound, put back by Precious, and now they're back in it. So instead of us building confidence and seesawed back, and they had more at the end. They're to have 2 ball handlers on the floor this year is very helpful, and we haven't had that in the past. We haven't had that since I've been here. I think both are playing very, very well. We rely on them a lot to do a lot of different things, both offensively and defensively. They just need some help. They need some help. They need some help from our posts. They need some help from our guards in terms of rebounding and showing that same fight and play that they have on the perimeter.
Despite the loss, are there any real significant positives you take away from this?
That's a good team. I mean, that's a really, really good team. They will very much prepare us for the A-10. I mean, they're a driving, shooting, jump shooting team. You know, I would compare them a little bit to a LaSalle. I would compare them even to a GW, who's really good off the bounce. Their size bothered us. 45 size bothered us. That's good for us. We have to learn. I told our coach, you can't shoot over her. You can't teach 6'5". We try to shoot over her all day long. I would, as a player, after 2 or 3 times getting the ball thrown back right in my face, I would try to maybe go around her and kick it out. And we talked about that. She's a shot blocker. She's the defensive player of the year in their league last year because of it. And when they involved her in ball screens, we were unable to really switch out on 33. But I thought we could expose them, and you notice that we brought her out of the lane and put a smaller post player in, and we scored at will inside. So I don't think it was our offense today. I think it was our defense and our rebounding, and that will get better. You know, this will get better. It hurts, and if anything, the best thing is we get to play again. We get to play again on Tuesday. We're on the road at Tulsa. It's a game that the only way this one goes away is to win over at Tulsa.
Typically, other team, you're up 3, other team has a chance. Are you going to foul most of the time?
I usually don't, but I was today. I was screaming foul.
Yeah.
I was screaming foul because they're not a great free throw shooting team. Although I struggle because we don't box out on the free throw line very well. We gave up. If you noticed, one time they had 4 players. We had 4 players on the line, and they came up with a rebound. It was 4 versus 1 on the free throw line. So that's always a concern. But in the time that we were going to foul in the regulation there, we were asking for a foul. Kids didn't hear us. I wanted to foul there, not to let a kid that scores 43 points get a shot at it, and our kids didn't hear it. But typically, I have not if it's over 10 seconds, but the clock was winding down. It was right near about 8 seconds that we will typically now foul to put them on the free throw line and make her. A lot of different things can happen. Instead of watching the 3 go down, you got to get 1 and then get an offensive rebound put back. So something we'll learn from, something we'll get better at. But we got to grow as a team. We got to keep forging forward. Well, we at first we were switching out 1 through 5, and then we went 1 through 4, then we went 1 through 5. We thought about trapping her a little bit because she's not going to pass it a whole lot. She's going to shoot it. She made tough shots, so I think she made a lot of shots right in her face without her hand. I mean, we switched out with the post, and we saw Denisha come out in the last 3 that she made, and she had her hands down. You've got to show some. We have to show some type of resolve where I am not letting this kid get a clean shot. You know, where you get up and you make her put it on the floor and you get out there so tight on her that there's no way that thing's going to go in. But that girl, she's a great player. She's a tremendous player, and she'll do really good things for her team this year. You're going to go as far as your senior goal, and that kid's going to take Mercer a long ways.